Hello students, today in this video we will study about the reproductive health, okay, and then this will be the last topic of the lesson number 10, that is reaching the age of adolescence. So today we will study reproductive health, okay. Now overall health of an individual, it refers to the mental and then physical well-being of the individual, okay. So during this adolescence period, the growth of this mental and physical health is very important, because during this adolescence age, there is a rapid growth in the mental and physical growth. So for that, the adolescents or the individual needs a balanced diet, they need a proper exercise, and then they need this proper hygiene also. Okay, so these are very important things that these adolescents should keep in mind during their growth. So, reproductive health. So during adolescence, okay, during adolescence, we need a proper care, okay. So first one is proper balanced diet, okay. An individual or a adolescent should get this proper balanced diet or nutrition, okay. Nutrition, proper nutrition they should get. They should get a proper personal hygiene, okay, and they should also get a proper exercise. And during this adolescence period, care should be taken. The teenager should be guided against all these drugs. Okay, so we have to say no to drugs. So these are some of the major things that we have to remember while raising a teenager. Okay, so a teenager, like during this period, during their teenager period, during their teenage or during this adolescence, they need all these things to be taken care of. Okay, so the first one is balanced diet. So there in that period, during this adolescence only, the physical growth used to take place. Okay, so that is why it is very important for the individual to take a balanced diet or to take a good nutrition. Okay, so that teenage or that individual, a teenager or an adolescent teenager should be provided with a very good nutrition. Okay, so his diet should be a balanced diet. Okay, so balanced diet means the like all the required food items should be present. Okay, like the food items that they are eating should give the body, okay, the required nutrients like carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, minerals and fats. Okay, let me just write down here. Carbohydrates, they should get proper amount of carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, minerals and fats. Okay, so all these things should be containing in their food. So a balanced diet. So this is a balanced diet. Okay, a balanced diet contains all these things: carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, minerals and fats. Okay, so where will we get these carbohydrates? We will get these carbohydrates from cereals. Okay, we will get these carbohydrates from cereals. Proteins from meat, milk, pulses and nuts. So from all these things we will get proteins. Food items like butter, ghee, oil and this sugar, they give us energy. Okay, and fruits and vegetables, they protect our body against various diseases. And the citrus, okay, like citrus like lemon, orange, all these fruits, they give us this source of iron. Okay, they give us iron to our body. And not only that, even the leafy vegetables and jaggery also provide iron to our body. So we should take all those required required food items, okay, that will give us all these things like the contents of a balanced diet. So it is very important to take a balanced diet for this teenager individual. Now, instead of this taking this junk food, we should always take homemade meals. Okay, we should take food which is prepared at home, which is cooked at home, instead of taking the packed food, because all this junk food, they contain chemicals and then it will be of no good for the body. Okay. Now, next one is proper personal hygiene. Okay, personal hygiene means cleanliness. Okay, so cleanliness is very important for an individual during this adolescence period, because during this adolescence period, the sweat and oil glands, they become active, and then the region in your armpit and in your genital area, sweat glands will produce sweat, and then that will lead into this smell, odor, and infection. Okay, so to avoid all this infection or smell and odor, we have to take bath, or we have to maintain proper hygiene. Okay, so you have to keep your body clean, and even clothes that you're wearing also should be clean and tidy. Otherwise, you will be facing these different kind of infections, or you will not be confident in front of people. Okay, so when you are clean, when you wear clean clothes, you can be confident, and then you can feel fresh and then feel free in front of others. Okay, and maintaining proper hygiene also boosts your self-confidence. It will increase your self-confidence and then self-esteem. So we should always maintain proper hygiene during this adolescence period, because lots of changes takes place in your body. Okay. Now, the third one is proper exercise. So individuals during their adolescence period, they should always do a proper exercise. Okay, they should go for a walk, they should go for jogging, and then they should do a lot of exercise. Okay, so that their body will be fit and healthy. Okay, so these are the things that an individual during this adolescence period should do. Now, next one is say no to drugs. Now, this adolescence period, okay, teenagers are very, a teenage period is a very sensitive period, it's a very delicate period. They are very confused, they do not understand what is right or wrong, they are always confused, and then they are insecure, okay, and then they also become frustrated over small silly things. Okay, so during this adolescence period, this individual should be very careful, or parents and then elders should guide these teenagers. Okay, because during this period there is a high chance of these teenagers getting involved in bad habits. Okay, like they may because of this peer pressure, or because of the influence of bad company or bad advice, they may get into like bad habits. Okay, like smoking, drinking, or taking drugs. And now the worst habit of this individual is taking drugs. Now once you take the drugs, you will become addicted. Okay, and then when you become addicted, it will be very hard for you to give up or to quit that habit. And these drugs do not solve any problem. Okay, but it will ruin your entire life, it will ruin everything in your life. Okay, and so people these teenagers actually get into this kind of bad habits because of these because they feel that they will think better, or they will become popular, or taking all those things will make them look cool, or this and that. So they should not have that kind of mentality, but then they should be very careful and then listen to the elders, and then be very careful in advance before they already destroy their or ruin their whole life. So these individuals during this adolescence period should be guided very carefully, or they should listen to their parents, and then they should stay away or prevent themselves from getting into a bad habit. Now, if you take these drugs and all, like these drugs are when you're taking these drugs, sometimes you happen to use the needles, and then through these needles, if you just keep on passing from one person to another, then during that time you might get also infected with HIV virus, and then you will get AIDS disease. And then this AIDS disease, once you get it, you are not going to be cured, and then your health will become damaged, or your health will become worse and worse, and that is how your life will be ruined. So you should be very careful during this adolescence period. Okay, so this is all about this health. Okay, proper health during this adolescence period. Now let us talk about the role of hormones in other organisms. In the last video, we have studied the role of hormones in increasing or initiating the reproductive function of these humans. Yes or no? So today we will study the role of hormones in other animals apart from humans. Now we will study about the role of hormones in other organisms apart from animals. Okay, so in animals also these hormones play a very important role in developing this body. Okay, now even the young ones of these animals also go through various stages before they become an adult. Okay, let us take the example of this tadpole and a caterpillar. Now this is a young one of a frog and a moth. Okay, so these young ones, they also have to go through various stages before they become adult. Okay, so the tadpole will develop into an adult frog and caterpillar will develop into an adult moth. Okay, so they develop into the adult with the help of this process called metamorphosis. Okay, metamorphosis. This process is called metamorphosis. The development of tadpole into an adult frog is called metamorphosis. Okay, and in the same way, caterpillar into moth is also called metamorphosis. Okay, so this process, metamorphosis, is controlled by hormone. Okay, thyroxine hormone. Thyroxine hormone. So this hormone is produced by which gland? Thyroid gland. Okay, so even they have glands that produce hormones and then that help in the development of these young ones into an adult. Okay, so hormones also play a very important role in the development of organisms other than humans. Now, tadpole. Okay, tadpole is this requires iodine. Okay, iodine in water. Now you know that this the female frog will lay eggs in water, and then the male gametes will fuse with the egg, and then it will result into this tadpole. Okay, so this tadpole, when they are in water, the water should have this iodine. Okay, so if this water is not having, or if the water is lacking this iodine, then the tadpole will not develop into an adult frog. Okay, so like the role of hormones. Hormones also play an important role in the development of frog, as well as even the environmental factors also plays a role in the development of these young ones into adult organisms. Okay, so this is all about the role of hormones in other organisms, and with this we have come to the end of the chapter. I hope you all understood. Thank you.